record on this computer. Okay, guys, so welcome to tonight's brand new ambassador training. My name's Dusty Duncan. I'm a Sapphire Ambassador with Plexus. Honored to be jumping on the Freedom Team training call tonight to share a little bit of wisdom, but also to show you just how simple this is. Really important for those of you that are brand new ambassadors to realize is this is not rocket science. That is something that I really, really want to drill into your heads. Because when I first started this, I thought to myself, you know, this is going to be hard. I'm not going to be able to do this. God, what have I gotten myself into? Let me see here. Somebody didn't get muted, so let me mute them really quick. Apologize for this, guys. Okay, so we got that taken care of. So anyways, I just wanted to reiterate that this is not rocket science. Do not let this get to you. So for those of you that are brand new, don't be scared. I want you to understand that we all started at the same place. Every single one of us, whether they're a silver ambassador or a diamond ambassador, we all start with 0 customers and 0 ambassadors. And so we all start in the same place. What I really want you to also understand is we are a family. This team that you guys are a part of, I consider my Plexus family. So that's important for you to understand. We are not out for ourselves here on this team. We are here to help every single one of us be successful. And that is one of my favorite things about Plexus, guys, is that we are a family and we are here to help one another be successful. Other thing that I want you to know is you do not have to know everything to be successful or to be to start sharing. That's important to know. So many new ambassadors tell me, you know, Dusty, I don't think I can do this because I don't know as much as you do. Here's the thing. I have been at this for 4.5 years, and yes, I do know some things, but it doesn't mean I know everything. But in the beginning, I knew nothing. What I knew was I loved the products, I was excited about it, and I wanted to start sharing. And so don't let not knowing everything hold you back. All you have to do is be yourself in this journey and love people along the way. That is really, really important to know that all you have to do is love people along the way. Your success in this business will be measured by a direct reflection of the amount of people that you're willing to help get there. So I feel like those of you that are willing to help a lot of people will have lots of amazing success, not just in your rank in Plexus, but in your fulfillment with Plexus. Because helping somebody change their life financially or health-wise will be one of the biggest blessings you will ever encounter, guys. So that is important for you guys to know. Like I said, don't wait to share. So if you're brand new on this call, there's a few steps that we want to tell you about to be successful, because after all, this is a brand new ambassador training, right? When you guys signed up, you got this awesome kit in the mail. And it was your welcome kit, right? It said right on the front of it, what if this could change everything? Guys, that is really important to understand. What if it could change everything? It changed everything for me, and it's changed everything for so many people that I know personally. So inside that kit is everything you need to know about Plexus to get yourself started. So when you open that up, there's several things in there, so don't get overwhelmed. I always say start with the first thing, and that's the quick start guide. Guys, the quick start guide is the first place to start. I'm telling you, this is so simple. It's not rocket science. This is so duplicatable because everybody gets the success guide in the mail, right? Whenever they order a welcome pack. So guys, there are 10 steps to help yourself get off to a great start. So the number one thing to do is to be a product of the product, guys. Simple. Take your Plexus products. You know, I always try to encourage people to start with a triplex combo because it gets the biggest result, both health-wise, weight loss-wise, just overall energy and feeling good. So be a product of the product. Stay consistent taking your product. Stay consistent receiving your product. When you sign on as a Plexus ambassador, you got to a stage where it asks you about a convenience order. Guys, if you didn't set this up, this is going to be key for your success, because to be successful in the business, you got to be a product of the product. You never want to run out of your product. And so go back in, if you haven't already set this up, and set up your convenience order. It's really simple. You go to your back office, you click the shopping tab, you click convenience order, go in there. I always suggest the triplex combo, but select any products that you want that equal 100 PV or better, and get yourself staying consistent on the products, because you've got to receive them to be able to take them, right? And even with somebody like me who eats, sleeps, and breathes Plexus, I love it that much, I forget to order my products. So guess what? This girl has a convenience order set in place. So be a product of the product and get that convenience order set in place. And teach your new ambassadors that you bring in the organization to do the same exact thing. Be a product of the product and set that convenience order up in place. Guys, you want to get to know your ambassador success kit. That's number 2 in the 10-step guide. Well, how do you do that? Guys, just dive into it. Start reading it. Find out what intrigues you most about it. You understand that there is what we call the Plexus Bible in there. Great way to get you started. Got tips for first posts and stuff like that. It comes with the Plexus product guide, little note cards that has all the information about the Plexus products in it. Talks about learn as you earn. It goes over the compensation plan, which we'll talk a little bit about later. But there is so much amazing things that come in your success kit. So guys, be sure and check that out. The next thing that's right here on this list, number 3, is to state your why. Why is this important? Your why is very important because it's what will drive you through this. Because I don't care who you are, and I don't care what kind of a job you've had in the past or what you're doing now or starting your Plexus journey, you have ups and downs. There's highs and lows in everything. And it's easy to give things up. And this is a side gig for a lot of people. Sometimes this is their everything. No matter what it is, if you state your why and put it in place, it will help keep you moving forward. My why is simple. I wanted to be that stay-at-home mom. I wanted to be able to bless and give my children everything that they needed in life and a few extras along the way. I wanted to bring my husband home from his day job. So my why was really, really strong. And so each day that kept me going and kept me moving forward in my Plexus journey to where I am today. And in fact, it's still a part of why I keep going today. So your why needs to be something personal to you. Also, write this why down so that you can see it every day. And then tell your sponsor. Tell them why you're doing this business. They need to know. They want to be able to help inspire you and keep you moving. They want to be able to remind you of why you started this business. And guys, when you start to bring people on in the business with you, follow this 10 steps. Ask your people what their why is so that you can help remind them why they started this business. So your why is really important. Your why can be from anything from getting your Plexus products paid for to retiring yourself and your husband and everything in between. There is no wrong why. It's going to be special to you. Number 4 in this 10-step guide, very simple. Set your business goals. This is big. You want to dream big. So yes, your why, maybe it's like me, to be that stay-at-home mom. Have that big goal, but have some other goals along the way. As a Plexus ambassador, our first goal is to become silver, which means bring 3 people into the organization with you. That's your first goal. So you want to write that down, set that goal. I want to have 3 people join my business. Set a goal to say, I want to have 3 brand new customers this month as well. Write that down and make that be part of your business goals. Once you reach those goals, write down some new ones. But we're going to start simple first, since this is a brand new ambassador training call. So first 3 people brought into the business as an ambassador and 3 new customers. If those are your goals, write them down, tell your sponsor, and that's going to help you reach them. Because if you write things down, you have an over 60% chance of exceeding that goal because you just wrote it down. But then you have to put the action behind it. Don't get me wrong, you can't just write it down and have it happen, but you have a greater chance of having it happen if you write it down and show it to somebody else. So that's really important. Number 5 on this great, so duplicatable list is to connect with your sponsor and your upline. This is key, guys, because why? Well, I've been telling you all along to tell your sponsor what your why is. Keep connected with them because they'll help drive you. It doesn't mean you have to speak to your sponsor all day long, every day. Maybe you do if you're very excited. I don't know. But keep in touch with your sponsor because this keeps the connection. When you link arms with somebody, oh my gosh, amazing things will happen in your journey along the way. If you lose that link of that arm, sometimes you can fall backwards and try to and maybe regress in your business. So you want to link arms with your sponsor or your up through your upline. Get to know them because you know what, your sponsor might be the most amazing person in the world, and we always want to encourage you to always work with your sponsor. But what if their upline or 2 levels up, somebody just really connects to you and really inspires you? You'll want to connect with them and follow them and listen to their trainings, listen to their teaching. So this is why we want you to connect with your sponsor and connect with your upline. Just learn about your upline. If you're brand new and you don't know what the word upline means, well, the person that brought you into the business is your sponsor. Well, your sponsor has a sponsor, right? So they would be your first upline. That person has a sponsor as well. So there would be another upline. You want to know who your uplines are other than your sponsor. It's really simple. Go into your back office and click your reports, and you can click your sponsor upline report. Oh, or you can just open up your back office, and I think it's also now that's just the simplest way. I'm just not going to go any further than that. Just go there. It's really simple for you to find. Once you open that report, it will show you your sponsors several levels up, so you can see who they are, so that you can follow them as well. Or you can just ask your sponsor, "Hey, who's your upline?" and they will tell you. So the next step that I want you guys to remember is step 6, okay? Start making a list of your contacts. Now, we like to call this list your friends list because inevitably you yourself or somebody that you bring onto your organization is going to tell you they don't know people or they don't know enough people. And you know how I know this? I know this because I told my sponsor that. I told Tammy, I don't know anybody. I don't know enough people. But she told me, write some names down. And I did. I did know more people than I realized. And why we call it your friends list is because you need to think of your friends that you have. You need to think of relatives, that's the R, so relatives. Then A would be acquaintances, people that you know roundabout, a friend of a friend. N would be your neighborhood, people that live amongst you or around you. Maybe you're like me and live in a rural area. You still have people that live down the road. Might be miles down the road, but you still know people. K is for kids. And if you have children or grandchildren, think about those people, those parents of those children at the sporting events, me in my case, at the rodeos and stuff like that. I think of people that I know through my children. And then S, service organizations, people that go to church with you. Maybe you're a member of the Awanas Club. Maybe you're a member of a swimming club, a knitting club, whatever you're into, think of those people right there. Another big way to create this list is my favorite thing is to go to somebody's Facebook page, and I'm going to ask them how many Facebook friends do you have? How many social media friends do you have on Instagram or whatever? Those are all names that you can put down on your friends list. Now, we always like to encourage you guys we always say, make a list of 100. Sometimes that can be overwhelming for a lot of people. So I want you to think of it a little bit smaller at first. Write down a list of 20 names, okay? People that you know need our products, could benefit from our products, or just need some financial help with our business opportunity. Start small if 100 names scares you. It's okay. We want to keep adding to this list. But start with 20 if you would like. Then look at that 20 and find your 3 favorite people. There's going to be your 3 favorite people on that list, I promise. And those are the first 3 you're going to reach out to. My first 3 were pretty easy. They were my closest friends. And when you start to talk to these people, you're going to probably talk to them a little bit different from each one. But if you have a really close friend and you're brand new, you could say something like this. Hey, oh my gosh, I am so excited. I just started with Plexus. I would love nothing more than for you to do this with me so we could do it together. Wouldn't it be so fun to get healthy together, to feel better together? And what if the business opportunity, what if we rock this thing together? You know, that's just something very simple that you could say to your 3 closest friends. We'll talk about some others here in just a little bit, but we're just going down this list of 10 things for you to say to get you started off right. I'm trying to look at my clock here because I don't want to take up a lot of your time, but you want to start with that friends list. And like I said, then look at those first 3, and those are the first 3 that you're going to start contacting. Guys, it's really important that you reach out to people, and I'll tell you why. If you sit around and wait for people to come to you, somebody else will inevitably reach out to your friend before you do. You do not sit down and wait. Take it from me. I made a $100,000 a year, yes, a year, I said a year, mistake by not telling one of my favorite friends, Nikki Shala, Sapphire Ambassador, about Plexus. We laugh about it now. I could not be more happy for her and what she's had in her business. But in the beginning, I didn't tell her. I was waiting for people to come to me in the beginning because I was so afraid. So don't let that fear get in your way. Utilize that list. That is not something that I did first off, was making that full-on list of everybody. My list was very short. But once you start contacting those first few, you get braver and braver each time. So don't make the mistake of waiting for people to come to you. Reach out and contact them, or maybe you might have a $100,000 a year mistake on your list as well that you didn't contact. So remember that. Number 7, okay? Number 7 on the list. Set up face-to-face gatherings. Guys, this does not have to be elaborate. So many people think, oh my God, I don't want to rent a hotel room and have a speaker come and do all this. If you can do that, that's great. If you have enough people to make that happen, that's fine. But these face-to-face gatherings can be something as simple as inviting people over and sitting them down at your home, in your backyard, have a barbecue, share about Plexus, share about your heart, share about your story. Tell them why you want to do this and why you think that they would be great with you on this. Another thing you can do, if you're not comfortable, because you're brand new, I get this, sharing about the products or sharing about the business opportunity, this is where you utilize your upline. Invite them. If they're in your area, hey, could you come to the house? We're going to have a little get together, a little barbecue, and I would just love for you to just give a little presentation for me. Great. That's what your upline would love to do for you. Learn from them, utilize them in the way that they are meant to be utilized, because we want you to be successful. We want you to help as many people as possible. So set up face-to-face gatherings. You could do it over hors d'oeuvres, after drinks, after work, whatever it is, just set up some of these gatherings. And so I want to challenge you guys tonight to set up, if you've never done one before, set up your first gathering, your first Plexus information meeting, sip and see, whatever you want to call it. Have some fun. Before this call tonight, I was zoomed in to somewhere in South Texas with one of my sweet friends, and she had, I don't know, 6 or 8 people there. I couldn't see them all because they were, I was on the computer, but she zoomed me in, and I presented the business opportunity, and I presented about the products, and we shared some testimonies, and oh my gosh, those women in that room were fired up. They were all excited. I believe every single one of them was jumping on board as an ambassador or as a customer. Guys, this is why these gatherings are so powerful, because there's excitement and electricity in them, and everybody gets excited together. So I'm telling you, that's the #1 thing I did to grow my Plexus business. So set up those gatherings. And then number 8 on this list, it says set up your back office. But here's the thing. When you join Plexus, they set your back office up for you. So all you need to do is get back there and get familiar with it. It's really simple. There's nothing you can do to hurt your website. Just jump back there and start clicking on things. Utilize it. If you go back there, there's a tools button. Click it It's got some great shareables for those of you that are brand new. You can use those shareables right now to send catalogs to your potentials, send out information, things that can post and share on social media. Those are back there. There's also, under the tools, there's a library module. You can click on the library module and learn about more of the products that way as well. So there's great things in your back office that you just need to play around with and look around with. Everything's interactive back there. Get back there and start clicking on things and get familiar with it. Set up a time with your sponsor to go over the different reports that are in your back office and just how to be able to find your customers, how to see your ambassadors, and where these tools are for you to get them. So set that up with your sponsoring ambassador. It's very simple and it only takes a few minutes. So I want to encourage you guys to do that. Number 9. It's kind of goes along with number 8 I was talking about. Explore the Plexus Learning Center, okay? If you go in and go to plexuslearningcenter.com, there's great information, great training there as well. So that's number 9. Number 10, get connected and stay connected. These types of calls, like this training calls for brand new ambassadors, but I noticed some of our ambassadors on here that have been with us for a while are on here tonight. Why are they on here? Well, one thing, they could be freshening up. 2, they want to see how somebody else is hosting their training call. They might only pull 1 or 2 things away from what I'm saying here tonight, but those 1 or 2 things that I've said might be invaluable for them to remind their team and their downline. And so these kind of trainings are great for anybody, whether you're brand new or have been with Plexus for a while. All of us have team calls. So get connected on those team calls. Why? Because it helps build your belief in the company, guys. This is why you want to stay connected with your teams. Your teams are going to have team pages. Probably all of us, I can see on here, like my ambassador, Tammy is our diamond. She has a team page. I'm a sapphire, I have a team page. I have a wonderful, blessed best friend, Emerald, who has a wonderful team page. And so sometimes it can get kind of funny when there's the 3 of us, but here's the thing. Don't overwhelm yourself. Choose the team pages that speak the most to you and get yourself added and connect with the team pages that respond to you. Nobody here, I never get offended if somebody doesn't want to be a part of my team page, but they want to be a part of my uplines or my downlines. That's amazing because I want them to be a part of whoever they connect with. So it's important to stay connected. Looks like I had a chat on here. Let's see what we said here. See, Liberty, all right, is amazing. Some of you are new and don't know her. Others of you on here do know who she is. She is on this call because she's continued to learn for herself and her team. She is a gatherer of knowledge. I can't say enough amazing things about this woman because she is all about what can I learn from one person that might just be 1 or 2 things that I could share with somebody that could resonate with them. And she's giving that to her team, and that is why she's having success and duplication. So that's awesome, guys. So guys, our success kit is amazing. This 10-step quick guide is so important for you brand new ambassadors. This is duplicatable, so duplicatable. And that's all about what we want to do as a brand new ambassadors. Things that are simple and can be duplicatable down through your team. So guys, a few other things before we reach the 30-minute mark. There's some resources as a brand new ambassador. Say you want to host a sip and see, like I said, your little gatherings that we talked about, and your upline isn't in your area, or they can't be zoomed in because of a scheduling conflict. Do not let this hold you back. Those who jump out there and do brave things get amazing rewards. 1, in the fact that they're going to help a lot of people, and 2, their business is going to grow and flourish from it. And I want you to understand, don't feel bad about that. I did struggle with that in the beginning. I had trouble with these checks that I was getting in the mail. I thought, do I deserve this? Here's the thing. It's okay. God wants us to have the desires of our hearts. And it was just a direct reflection of the people I knew I was able to help, even if it was in the smallest way. So guys, you'll benefit in your business and you'll be benefiting those people you're helping. But guess what? It'll be more than just a paycheck. Each time you do things on your own, you're learning yourself. I could get on here and do every one of these training calls, but if you were to get on and do one for your team, guess what? The best way to learn something is by doing it, right? And that's what I want for my team, and that's what you should want for your team. Duplication, for them to be brave enough to go out there and do it. So back to my subject, doing your first sip and see. If you can't get on there and have your sponsor do it for you, it'll be zoomed in. Here's the thing. You can still invite 3 or 4 or 10 or 20 people, however many you got, over and use the Plexus catalog. Guys, in this Plexus catalog, they talk about all the products, they talk about the business, they talk about the timeline of the company's success. Just set them down, put the catalog down on the table, and start going through it page by page. You probably want to spend a few minutes going through it yourself so that you can kind of familiarize yourself with it. But guys, this will give you everything you need to do. If you don't have an upline that can be with you and help you do your very first sip and see, jump out there and do your first one on your own if you have to. Don't be afraid. Get out there and do it. So guys, this is an amazing tool to utilize. Like I said, be yourself and love people. Now, we want you to utilize social media as well as reach out and, like I said, connect to people verbally on the phone, text message, voice message, whatever it is, at your school functions, wherever you choose to do. But we want you to do this verbally as well as on social media. So on social media, it's a thing of beauty because it shows people that you're excited about something, and it shows people consistency. So you're brand new. Some of you are brand new on here. What I want you to commit to is 90 full days of working your business consistently, as well as taking your products consistently for 90 days. Because what's going to happen in a 90-day structure is you're going to grow as a person. You're going to learn a lot of information. You're going to plant a ton of seeds. You're going to show people a lot of consistency. So social media is a great way to utilize this. So say you're brand new. You just got your products in the mail. Take a selfie. We all have these phones. They all have a camera function. I don't know very few people that don't have social media. Get up there, take a selfie with you and your products, and tell everybody, oh my gosh, I just started this awesome journey, and I would love to share it with you. Who's ready to take this leap with me? That's something so simple. You want more phrases of what you could use for your first social media post? This book here, we call it the Plexus Bible, right? Let's get started. Open it up. Has tons and tons of first post suggestions. But you want to do this so that people can see your excitement. Maybe do a video. Whatever it is, I want to challenge you to do that if you haven't already done it, because it will yield great results for you and it will get the word out. Now, we encourage you to share a little something each and every day about Plexus. It doesn't mean I want you to share 6 things about Plexus all in one day and not share about anything else. If you're going to post Plexus twice a day, you better be posting twice a day or more about your personal life or something else that's going on, or maybe a motivational graphic or something that you read in an article that you want to share. You want to balance it out. You don't want to puke Plexus on people, for lack of a better word. Forgive me for saying that. So we want to utilize social media, and we want to stay excited about it. Take a picture of you and your pink drink. Pink drink, keeping my energy up, can't wait to get through this day. Something like that. But show that excitement on social media. We also have some amazing things. Some of you are so new and you're really scared about helping people get started off on the right structure with their products. Here's the thing. Get with your upline, ask them what their regimen is. But guess what? You don't even have to do that if you don't want to. I encourage it. I highly encourage it. But we have this new app. It's called Lexi by Plexus. And it's an amazing app. It does have a little cost to it. You don't have to have it if you don't want it. But if you're new and you want a little help and you really want to make a go with this business, Lexi is amazing because she's great for your brand new ambassadors. You can sign them up for training on it. And it's great for your customers. You can just put your customers' information in there, select what product videos that your new customer is on, so that you can send them that information. There's also great graphics in the team pages. that you can send. You can grab a hold, you can search for them in the team pages and find that little graphic that you can send to your brand new potential and say, hey, this is how I want you to start your product. This is a great way to do it. Stay consistent with checking in on your new ambassadors and stay consistent with checking in on your new customers. That will lead to great success. Link arms with them. Don't just sign them up and walk away and disappear. Because what are they going to do? They're going to be like, oh, I'm scared, I'm overwhelmed, I don't know what to do. But if you're right there to hold their hand in the beginning, they're going to love that. They're going to remember it, and that's what they're going to do with their team. So it doesn't mean you hold their hand every single day for the next 6 years, but really hold their hand for the next 90 days when you bring them into the business so that you ensure their success with the products as well as the business. But you yourself as ambassadors, stick with this for 90 days, stick with sharing your business for 90 days, reaching out to people, following up with people, as well as posting on social media for 90 days, and I guarantee you, you will be successful. Because that first 30 days, you're going to plant a lot of seeds, like I said. That next 30 days in that 90-day structure, you're going to be doing a lot of following up and reminding people, hey, you asked me about Plexus. What can I do to answer some more questions about that for you? And in the last 30 days of that 90-day structure, you will see more and more people jump on with you as customers as well as ambassadors. So guys, remember that 90 days is key for when you sign somebody up as an ambassador or as a customer. You want to really reiterate that 90-day push for them. Let me see here. Okay, so as a Plexus ambassador, because let's see, it looks like we have another chat here. Oh, Toy, she is saying she's always wanting to learn for herself and her family also. So this is amazing. We have a lot of amazing ambassadors. Toy's a senior gold ambassador. Libby's a senior gold ambassador. So you can see these guys are really investing in themselves so that they can invest in their team. I want to encourage you as a brand new ambassador, I want you to follow some people on social media so that you can see how they're posting. It doesn't mean, I mean, yes, you can take and utilize their post. If I share anything on social media, you're more than welcome to utilize it. But what I want to remind you is if you see a post that I make on social media or something like that, take it and put your own spin on it. Change some words. I had somebody say the other day, you know what? I copy and pasted one of your Plexus posts and it had the word y'all in it. And they're like, I don't say the word y'all. Well, right. Their friends and family are going to know that that wasn't a post that they wrote themselves, and they want to hear from you guys, you know, from your heart. So if I ever share something, or some of the other jewels share something, or some of the other amazing ambassadors that are on this, and they don't have to be a jewel. There's value in every one of us. Utilize their stuff if they have something great, but change it up. Change some of the words if it doesn't sound like you. That's key. So. On YouTube, there's a lot of great training videos as well. If you're looking for something like how to speak to people, how to follow up, what are key phrases. Plexus University, Plexus U, is one of the best things that I can tell you to go to. So go to YouTube and type in Plexus U or Plexus University. You will pull up a lot of great training videos, and that way you can get exactly what you need. Because tonight's such a short structure, I know, you know, and we're a few minutes over, so I apologize for that. But I want you to understand that maybe you're sitting on here thinking, I really need to know how to talk to people. Jump on Plexus U, and you can find great training videos on how to talk to people. Hey, I need a little more help on how to follow up. Jump on there. There's great ones there. I have a YouTube channel. Sonia Dudley is amazing. She has amazing videos on her YouTube channel. May Darling, one of my close friends, and I love her so much. She is a master nutritionist. She has great product training and videos as well as reach out videos. She's another great one to follow and find on YouTube. The last thing I kind of want to leave you with, since you're brand new and you're learning about how to follow people, is this. Every week we get this email from corporate, and it tells us little tips about products that are coming on, things about leaders retreat, but then it always has a list of people that make the top leaderboard. They either have the most new preferred customers, or the most new sponsored ambassadors into the organization, or the most new business building bonuses. Excuse me, I got tongue-tied there. Those are some people. You might want to look at that list and see who they are. Look on social media, see if you can't find them, and follow them. They probably have some great tips or great posts that they're going to share. You might see them breaking comfort zones and doing live videos and stuff like that. You can learn a lot of things from people that make those lists. I know that Libby's made the list. I made the list for most new preferred customers, like I think like 3 weeks in a row, you know, back when I first started. Doesn't mean I can't make it now. I need to get my butt in gear and get back on that list, right? I know Libby made it 2 or 3 times as well. So guys, people that have made those lists are excellent people to follow on social media so that you can learn tips and tricks about what they're doing on social media as well. Social media is a great way to help grow your business. But the number one thing that you're going to do to grow your Plexus business is to get the products and the opportunity in front of as many people as you possibly can. It's kind of like a numbers game, guys. That's, for lack of a better word, that's what it is. And so you need to make a game plan to say, okay, I'm going to be consistent, like she said, for that 90-day structure. I'm going to, one of my favorite things to do is on Sunday nights, I make my list of who I'm going to contact that week, and I break it down. These 5 people on Monday, these 5 people on Tuesday, these 5 people on Wednesday, and so on and so forth. And then when I get to Friday, it's my follow-up day. For anybody that hasn't gotten back to me and hasn't responded or needed more information, I'm going to follow back up with them on Friday. So I set my week up for success. I want to encourage you guys to set your week up for success, because you want to have those names down so that you can just pull from them really quick, because most of us are busy. Here's the thing. Plexus might be my full-time gig, but I'm still busy. I'm a wife. I'm a mom. I'm involved in several organizations, and not just show-up organizations. We're talking, I'm the treasurer for 2 big associations. So there's always somebody pulling at me for one way or the other, mostly my kids. But and then I have a team of amazing ambassadors that I want to help every day. So I am as busy as anybody else. But if I set up my week, it's easier for me to get through each day, right? So set up the people you're going to contact, set up your follow-up list, and then set up what training you're going to look at each day. Because this is all about personal growth, guys. So if you want to listen to a quick 5-minute training video each day, and you can listen to these when you're driving down the road or whatever, set that up. Have those links ready for the rest of the week. So all you have to do is click on that link and roll. I'm all about making this so simple, because it is. Here's the thing. I'm not a rocket scientist. We only have one of those in Plexus. We do. We have one in Plexus. She's amazing. But you don't have to be a rocket scientist to be successful in this business. So set up your week. Get your people listed out. Get your training video listed out. And don't be afraid to learn from other people, because every one of you on this call brings value to somebody, and we can all learn from every one of us. Don't let your pride get in the way. Please don't let your pride get in the way, because that doesn't do anybody any good, because we're in the business of helping people. So if you don't know something, it's okay. Reach out and ask me, hey, I don't know the answer to this. What do you think? That's what your upline's for. They want to train you. They want to be there to help and support you. So set your week up. Don't let pride get in the way, and don't let fear get in the way either, because every time you face a fear, you will find success in it. I look at it this way. Forgive me if you're not as faith-based as me, but this is what I tell myself. If I'm afraid of it, I feel like it's the devil saying, Dusty, I gotcha. You're not going to do it if I put that fear in front of you. And I don't want that old nasty fella to win. So I always say, okay, you know what? I've got this. I'm going to face that fear. And I've never had a fear that I faced turn out to be a bad situation, guys. So don't let fear get in the way. He who faces the most fear, and he who talks to the most people, and he who follows up with the most people will be very successful in this business in so many ways. So, guys, that's just a quick, we went over just a few minutes, so I apologize for that. But that is something that I want you guys to know, that your success guide is like the Bible, and then that 10-step guide, oh my gosh, seriously, it couldn't be any better than that. And so I just want to thank you guys for jumping on here, sharing a little bit of time with me tonight, letting me praise some of these awesome women that are on this call tonight. Oh, you're so welcome, Libby. Thank you for jumping on here. It means the world to see some of you that have been here for so long jump on and support and help. And so those of you that are new, do you have any questions, anything that I can answer for you before we go? I'll go ahead and I will unmute the participants for those of you that don't know how. So does anybody have any questions at all? All right, so guys, there will be more of these. Be watching. Everybody on here has different leaders, and so watch your leaders. If they have things coming up this next month, utilize them. Utilize their Zooms, utilize their 7-day trials, utilize their PJ parties, but utilize them to get the word out. But then don't be scared to jump out there and do things on your own either, because that's where success will really, really happen. So y'all be blessed. I love y'all. Thanks for sharing this Thursday night with me. I appreciate it so much. I did record this so that we will have it put up for any of you that want to utilize it later, or maybe send it down to some of your teams. So love y'all. Take care.
Thank you, Dusty.
Thank you.